AI will absolutely save you time, but that's not the breakthrough. The breakthrough is what you do with the space that it creates. Now, most founders use AI for productivity, but very few use it for capacity. And capacity is what changes the shape and trajectory of your business. Using AI to touch fewer things changes your role as founder, and using AI to decide things just once changes the structure of your business. But there's the third level that people don't design for, and that is capacity. So what actually happens when you do regain this magical capacity? Well, for me personally, when I removed the distribution bottleneck in my business, it didn't just save time, it genuinely changed the shape of my week. So even when AI was there helping me produce content faster and better, I was still the checkpoint for posting, editing, approving, checking descriptions, and making all those small decisions about where things went and when they were published. So every little bit circled back to me. So even when Monday was allocated for content, it wasn't a clean, productive, high-value day. There were loose ends everywhere. And the more of the work that I enjoyed, like thought leadership, recording videos like this, writing emails to my community, that translated into more homework that I needed to do myself afterwards. So as much as I was using AI to make parts of it faster, I still owned the projects. And that creates a disconnect because I was wanting to do more of the stuff that I love, like the videos, but I wasn't drawn to all of the baggage that was attached to it, which was editing and distribution and all of that other admin stuff that was required with the production. Now, the moment that that stuff grinds to a halt, it becomes a problem. And same deal with any part of your business. You might move faster doing the bits that you love, but if that makes more homework for the bits you don't love, it's going to drag everything down. Not to mention it's going to make your business less enjoyable. Now, having used AI to help build the proper workflows and playbooks, I now only do the parts that I actually want to do. The thinking, the recording, the strategic stuff. And everything else like admin and distribution is handled downstream. So quite literally, the transcript from this goes into a playbook where it creates a description, it formats it properly, the SEO is handled, the scheme is applied, all the technical stuff happens, and then it is all packaged up for a human VA to then apply to YouTube or my blog or LinkedIn or wherever it needs to go. So a VA, a virtual assistant, can oversee the whole system. AI, artificial intelligence, runs the entire system, and it doesn't come back to my desk unless I deliberately choose to review it. And quite honestly, I am very comfortable not reviewing every little piece right now because I know that the checks and balances are in place with the systems as well as the VA reviewing it. So that shift has given me something far more valuable than just hours saved. It's actually given me clean mental bandwidth, and that is priceless. Because once I saw what was possible here, I could apply that same AI lens to other parts of the business. And now the shape of my week is radically different. I choose to have themed days that I can stick to and that are productive. All right, so Monday is my content day, doing stuff like this, the video, the newsletter, and then I meet with my VAs for half an hour in the afternoon and they take care of the rest, as well as the AI playbooks. Tuesday is my client delivery day, so that's really enjoyable and energizing because I get to spend all day with my clients. I'm in that frame of mind. Wednesday is when I work on my own AI projects and work with my own AI coach. And Thursday is for speaking and IP development, which leaves Friday as an open day, free space, lots of thinking time. But it goes further than that because this capacity has allowed me to bake in proper boundaries to the business. So I know that I only start work at 9:30. Up until that point, I'm playing with the kids and getting them ready for the day. And by the time I finish at 4 at the latest, I know that there's time for going to the park with the kids, there's time for training, and there's also time in the middle of the day to play with the kids and have lunch with them. So they are all the flow-on effects from having the capacity from AI making my business better. And the other thing that I personally like about this is that there's time in my week for all the important stuff that gets neglected when you get busy with execution. So the IP development, the working on my own AI projects, and even that thinking time, that is super, super valuable stuff. But it's too easy to neglect all that when your week is busy with execution. And AI is a trap sometimes because it makes you do that stuff faster, when in fact what we really want to do is use AI to save time initially, but not simply refill the calendar with more execution, more output, more busyness. That keeps you in the weeds and playing at a very basic level. Moving upstream is different. Upstream is where you can step back and ask whether you're positioned properly for the level that you now operate. Checking whether the direction of the company is clear. Working on where the innovation is actually coming from. You can focus on strategic partnerships or focus on the platforms that are going to increase demand and raise your visibility with the right people. So this isn't about task optimization, it's about shaping trajectory. Founders shouldn't be optimizing tasks all week. They should be shaping the direction of the company. And AI supports that when it removes that rethinking, reworking, and redeciding. So we don't want AI exclusively as a productivity layer. That's important as an entry-level step. What we want is then AI as leverage because it's captured our judgment, it removes those recurring decisions, and it removes that operational friction. So when all that happens, you build capacity. That capacity means you've got the bandwidth. You can be more strategic. You can design your week and structure your business in a way that helps you make better decisions. And those better decisions compound over time. And that's what you're really looking for with AI. All of that stuff happens downstream from the clarity and the capacity. The real question is, what are you going to do with the capacity that it frees up? Because the answer to that determines whether business improves and life gets easier, or whether you're stuck using AI but just spinning your wheels faster and having more noise and output and activity. So we want capacity, we want the leverage.